Hello guys! Hi guys! Welcome back to another episode of our vlog. So today I'm going to be talking about the Australian student visa. So if you are planning to go to Australia to study, then I encourage you to watch this video and the coming videos as I recount my journey in Australia as an international student. If you also like the content, please hit the thumbs up button and subscribe to this channel. Now, if you're planning or if you're thinking of going to Australia to study, of course you need to apply and be granted with an Australian student visa. But first things first, you need to prepare and obtain all the requirements before lodging your visa application. And in order to do that, let's go over the visa documentation checklist that you are required to accomplish before making a valid visa application to the EMI account of the Australian Department of Home Affairs, which was previously known as the Department of Immigration and Border Protection, or the DIBP. You need to provide proof of your identity. To prove this, you need to attach a copy of your passport with at least 6 months validity, as well as the pages with entry and exit stamps, or certified copy of your driver's license, professional ID license or national identity card, or certified copy of your birth certificate. You also need to provide proof of your intended course or courses. So you have to provide an electronic confirmation of enrollment, or the COE, for all the courses that you want to take in Australia. This COE can be sent to you by the Australian education provider or the school where you enrolled via email. But if you are sponsored by the Australian Department of Defence or the Department of Foreign Affairs Trade, you only need to provide a letter of support. Third, proof of having an adequate health insurance called the Overseas Student Health Cover, or the OSHC. You must obtain this for yourself and your accompanying dependents if you have. The health insurance must be from at least 1 week before your course starts and for the duration of your study in Australia. This can be arranged by your educational provider if you do not know any of the companies that offer the health insurance in Australia. If you know, you can suggest it to your school and they can still arrange it for you. But if you prefer to do it on your own, then you need to include the name of your health insurance provider, the dates of your policy starts and finishes, and the policy number in your application form. But there are exemptions to this. So citizens from Norway, Sweden, or Belgium may not have to obtain OSHC because of reciprocal agreements between Australia and their country. The fourth one is that you need to meet the genuine temporary entrant requirement. So what are these? You need to write a statement in your application that you only intend to study in Australia temporarily and that you will go back to your home country once you finish the course. Other evidences that you can provide on this criteria is your resume or your CV, proof of employment, employment contract, or payslip. So if you have been working, you can provide them these documents. You can also submit certified copy of your educational qualifications, such as your transcript of records or diploma. So the fifth one is that you need to provide or show evidence of your financial capacity to fund your studies in Australia. To show this, you need to show them or give them a copy of your bank statements with the required amount to cover your expenses for the whole duration of your study. If your funds will come from your parents, brother or sister, meaning your immediate family, a letter of support from them must be supplied. Please note that the amount in the bank statement must come from an acceptable income, like income from employment. Anyway, I will be talking about this source of fund in a separate video because I think it takes long to discuss. So another thing that you need to provide also is your valid character reference, like police check certifying that you have no criminal record. You must provide evidence that you meet the English language skills by obtaining a certain score of your English language test that the Department of Home Affairs approved, like the IELTS, or the International English Language Testing System, TOEFL, or the Test of English as a Foreign Language, Cambridge English, Advanced, or the Certificate in Advanced English, OET, or the Occupational English Test, PTE Academic, or the Pearson Test of English Academic. Depending on the school where you enrolled, you need to provide a minimum score of at least 5.5 for the IELTS, 46 for the TOEFL, 162 for the Cambridge, B for each test, for the OET, and 42 for the PTE. You are exempted from the language test if you are a passport holder from one of the native-speaking English countries like UK, the US, Canada, New Zealand, and so on. You are also exempted if you are enrolled in a standalone English language intensive course for overseas students or the ELICOS course. Additional requirements for those who are married or with de facto partner. You need to provide evidence of your relationship. So if you are married, you need to show them your marriage contract. So for those who are in de facto partner, you can provide them your joint account. Applicants who have children as dependents from 5 to 18 years old and are going to Australia need to provide also their certificate of enrollment from the school in Australia. Yes, the children have to also go to school like you. If you have all these documents, then you can already apply online via the IMI account. Once you have an IMI account, you can attach all these documents and pay the visa application fee using credit card, PayPal, etc. I think the accepted cards or transaction will be in the IMI account. So after applying, the visa officer might call you for interview, advise you for your biometrics, health check examination, and might also ask you to submit more documents depending on his or her assessment. Lastly, if a migration agent is assisting you on your application, then I think you need to provide the information by filling up Form 956, which is called the advice by a migration officer or exempt person. So before I end this video, let me just go over again the requirements that you need to provide for your Australian student visa. You need to have your passport as proof of your identity, a copy of your driver's license, and your birth certificate. Second is your certificate of enrollment from your educational provider in Australia, and also your overseas student health cover or the OSHC, then the GTE or the genuine temporary entrance, and your financial capacity, including your police check. So for those who are married, then you need to provide your marriage certificate, and if you are including your children in your application, then you need to also provide them their birth certificate and their certificate of enrollment. And if you have a migration agent helping you or someone is helping you, then you need to fill up the form 956 for the exempt person or advised by the migration agent. So there you go. Those are the documentary requirements that a student visa applicant needs to provide to be able to apply for a student visa. So I wish you all the best, and I hope you guys are able to get some inputs, especially for those who are thinking of going to study in Australia. The process is not easy, and the visa outcome depends on your circumstances. I hope you get your visa granted so you can enjoy studying, working, and living down under. Good luck and see you on the next video. Bye-bye!